Hello, 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 my friend. Happy day. Happy Monday. If you are catching this live on Monday, it is Monday, January 27th. This is Magic Monday. I am Danny C. Muniz. So excited to be here with you today for another Magic Monday. This is pre recorded, so just to let you know, this will be aired on Monday, January 27th. It actually is January 7th, 27th right now. I'm just doing it earlier in the day. All right, my friend. We are here to do Magic Monday. So, what is Magic Monday? If you are new here, we come together every single week to reset. We reset our thoughts, our minds, and our nervous system. So, we want to make sure that we are in our best alignment as we enter this new week, which is why we happen to do this on Mondays, because I know just from my own personal experience that the weekends or the past week, there may have been things that came up for you that maybe have rocked you, maybe tripped you up, maybe triggered you, maybe frustrated you. Maybe there's something that you're like, oh, I wasn't aware of that. And now this is present. And what do I do with this? This is an opportunity for us to reset. So, as sacred business owners, as people who are on the spiritual path, whether you are a conscious leader, whether you are somebody who is running a business, we have priorities and responsibilities, right? Whether it's the priorities of your home, your work, your children, yourself, right? We all have these responsibilities that we have to take care of. We also have priorities, we have goals, we have intentions. I mean, we just finished up the reset retreat last week with our goal setting workshop, and it was all about setting the goals for this year. And so there is things that we want to do, and yet life happens. Don't you love it? Don't you just love it? Life happens. And so as life is happening, we don't just stop and say this is it. I can't do anything. No, we move through this, right? We move through this. And so Magic Monday is an opportunity for you to move through. Let's say you had a fantastic week, a fantastic weekend. Then, by all means, my friend, let's just clear our energy here. Let's just ground in and let's really set the intentions for the week ahead, because that is the second part of what this Magic Monday is all about. So, we will be doing our daily somatic breathwork practice. So, if you have not done that with me just yet, we are doing this again every Monday. It's part of my practice as a sacred CEO, and it's a foundational piece of allowing yourself to move through things. So, with this breath work, we are going to do two different types of breathing patterns that you probably already do, and we keep it really simple, just FYI. So we're going to go in through the mouth, out through the mouth. And that is going to be the first round of our breathing. So it might sound like this. In the second half, which is more of an integration round, we are going to be breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth and really elongating that exhale. So it might sound like this. Each of those breaths, you're wanting to get down into the belly 360 degrees. So to the front, to the sides, and to the back. Now, every Magic Monday has a theme. And so as we are in our new moon energy, our new moon is this week, I'd always love to pull a card from the moon deck when I have an opportunity around one of the cycles of the moon, whether that's the new moon or the full moon. It's my favorite time. I usually like to pull a card then. And so this card is very interesting because this is kind of where we all are right now. And I think it's really, really beautiful. And so I did, just so you know, if you did not know, I am a Akashic Records practitioner. So I do access the records in everything that I do, including Magic Monday. And so I did open the records and ask for guidance from the Akashic Records using this deck. And so this is the message that came through. And so our breath work will be around this theme. So here is our card. And it says, if you can't see it, my emotions move through cycles and connect me to my truth. My emotions move through cycles and connect me to my truth. I love this. This is, as I said, we are right here at new moon. We're about to enter that new moon in Capricorn. So in sidereal astrology, the moon is moving through Capricorn. Our sun is still in Capricorn. So we have a new moon in Capricorn. Capricorn is all about those foundations and really allowing ourselves to know the patience, the determination, and the hard work that goes into the things that we want to bring into manifestation, bring into our reality. I'm going to sneeze. Even though this is recorded, I still don't edit, just FYI. Okay. So when we are looking at cycles, I want to ask you, what cycle are you in right now? And are you allowing your emotions to move through that cycle? So you can look at the emotions, and this is what the guardians want me to remind you, that you can use the lunar cycle as an opportunity to move through your cycles. Now, how you move through emotions is completely up to you. How long you take to move through those emotions is completely up to you. But there is a cycle that we all go through. And so you can think about the new moon as there's this new beginning of something that I am experiencing. And as we begin to go through really the 8 pillars of the lunar cycle, we start to get to the emotions of the frustration and the anger and the hurt, and we start to move through those, and we get really challenged by them. And a lot of the times we can stay stuck in that. You might have heard of the idea of victim mentality, right? We get stuck in that portion of the cycle. What's really beautiful, though, is if we can move past that and we can move through that cycle into the next cycle, which is the cycle of starting to move forward, of starting to take one step. Now, I'm not telling you that you need to move through this like this. Again, I said, move through it in your own way, in your own time. We've got to feel the things, right? You've probably heard, sit with the emotion, right? Sit with the emotion. That's what that first part of the lunar cycle is. It's sitting with it, whether it's a new intention or it's an emotion. We're sitting with it. Emotions are energy in motion. They move things, right? If you want to manifest, it's not just the thought, it's the energy behind it. Those things together is what creates things, right? Now we go on to the next cycle, which is that peak point, which is the full moon. The full moon is that opportunity to celebrate how far we've come, to celebrate the things that it's like, okay, we're getting going. We're moving through this. Like, we're starting to take action. And now it's like, wow, okay, look how far I've come. Maybe it was an hour. Maybe it was a day. Maybe it was a month. Maybe it was a year. You're moving through this. And after we celebrate how far we've come, we release any other expectations that we may have around this. Now, I like to think of this as the opportunity to do the healing work. I feel like once we get past this full moon into the next stage of the cycle is when we can start doing the healing work, because we are starting to move out of it. We're still connected to it, but we're starting to move out of it, which can help us get into a perspective where we can see it from not being so tied up into it, not being in the victim of this happened to me, but in the, okay, how can I observe this from a grounded place where I'm not making hasty decisions so that I can move forward with this. And so through this part of the cycle is when we're working through those things. This is where we start to work through those things. And then we get to that end point right before we get to the new moon, where we're able to finally say, okay, here we are. This is where I've done. This is the realizations I've come to, and here's how I'm deciding to move forward. And so we can begin that new cycle with that new emotion in maybe a more empowered state. So just something for you to consider as we're moving through and you're moving through emotions, as there's a lot going on in our world, my friend. There's a lot going on in our world. And so there may be many emotions that are present. If we look at the astrology, we have our Sun and Pluto conjunct, and there's just a lot of hot energy there, right? A lot of hot energy. And so just something to help you. So, how we're going to base this somatic breathwork practice around this idea is if there is an emotion or if there is something that is in your way, and that might be maybe there's stress, maybe there's frustration, maybe there's anger, maybe there's hurt, whatever that might be for you, I'm going to invite you in this first half of our breath work to release anything around it, to use that breath to release and allow that energy to express. That is what somatic breath work is all about. It's allowing the body to express the emotion that it didn't get to express at the time. And so we're going to allow that to come through. And our rounds are about 4 minutes. So it's not as if we're going to go deep into it, my friend, because we don't always need to go deep into it. Sometimes we just have some things on the outside that we need to clear out. And that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to go ahead and share our music, and I'm going to invite you to get prepared, get ready for this breath work. So go ahead and get into a comfortable position. I was called to pull out this guy today. It was back there on my altar, and it was yelling at me. So I decided to bring it because for some reason it wants to work with us today. So I am going to have this handy. If you would like to work with a crystal, feel free to grab one yourself. If you want to clear your energy, I always recommend, we are going to do a grounding, and a breath work is going to be that clearing for us. But if you want to add some extras, I like to use lemongrass here on the crown of my head, on the very top. And then I also like to use tea tree on the insides of my wrist. I learned this from Desiree Delaunay, who has many books on essential oils and how to use them for working with emotions. All right, so let's go ahead and get our music going. And just when you're ready, go ahead and get into a comfortable position where you can just sit for a moment, where you can just be, and just take a nice deep breath in and let it go. And let's do that again. And let this one go too. And one more time. And just let it go. Beautiful. And allow your consciousness to drop down into your heart space. Space at the center of your chest, tip of your sternum. Take a nice deep breath in here. And just let it go. And inside this space, you may sense, feel, or imagine a beautiful lotus flower. And this lotus flower begins to open up as it draws you in. And as you step into this beautiful lotus flower, it begins to ever so gently embrace you, surrounding you 360 degrees, comforting you, sheltering you, holding you in its sacred energy. And take a nice deep breath in and see how much you can feel that support and that comfort from the sacred energy. I normally don't do light language on here, but there's some light language wanting to come through, so you don't need to worry about what I'm saying. Just allow your soul to feel it, to hear it, to receive it. Nashka mesete meha kana mame seki kokakpate. Ushkate se seminino aske okababahanana he kose. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, allow your grounding cord to drop down into Mother Earth, connecting deep through those waters into the core, and connecting into the heartbeat. And take a nice deep breath. And feeling this beautiful peace that is right here for you. And we're going to look up into the sky. You may sense, feel, or imagine a moon. Might be a new moon, might be a crescent moon, might be a waning or waxing moon, might be a quarter moon, or maybe even a full moon. However you sense, you feel it, you imagine it is perfectly right. And this new moon, we're going to pull down the energy as we connect in, as above, so below, as within, so without. We're opening our crown chakra and connecting in to the divine, God our Father, the great I am, the divine source creation universe. And as you connect in, we ask for your guidance, for your support, for your protection as we journey into this breath work and into this week. We ask for the remembrance of cycles and how we move through them. We call upon Mother Earth, Gaia. We ask for your guidance, protection, and support, your loving and nurturing energy, knowing that we are always, always, always We call upon our guides and guardians, our spirit team. We ask for your presence. We ask for your support. We ask for your love and showing us the cycles we are in and how to move through them. Showing us the signs, the symbols, people who can support us. We call upon the guardians of the watchtowers and the 4 archangels, Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, and Oriel, standing in the 4 corners, north, east, south, and west. And we ask for your protection, for your support, for your guidance, for your assurance of the cycle that we are currently moving through. And we call upon the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, water. We ask for you to be within our thoughts, our words, our actions, as we move through emotions, knowing that all emotions are welcome. And we call upon any other guides, guardians, gods that we may be working with, spirit animals or totems. We ask you here. We ask for your presence and support and guidance. And we ask for this or greater, and so it is. Take a nice deep breath in and let it go. And let's do that again. And let this one go too. I want you to sense, feel, or imagine a cycle that you are currently in. Are you at the beginning? Are you in the middle? Or are you at the end? Identify where you are. And notice where you're ready to move through and what may be blocking you from moving through it. Take a nice deep breath in and let it go. We hear a shift in our music here, which is an invitation to begin our breath work, to release, to let go of what is no longer serving you. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe. And let's go. In through the mouth, out through the mouth, deep into the belly. Letting go, releasing what no longer serves you. Finding your own rhythm, my friend. Allowing this to move through you. Use the breath. Keep going, my friend. What is in your way? What is blocking you from moving through this emotion? Let it go. Not serving you. Doesn't need to be here.
Breathe.
Going, releasing whatever is blocking you, whatever is stopping you from being your best self. Got about another minute. Where do you feel it in your body? Breathe into that area. Move it through you. Breathe. 30 seconds. Almost there. All right, nice deep breath in and let it go. Let's do that again and let it go. One more time and hold it at the top. Connecting in to your highest self, your best self. Holding that breath as long as you feel called to. Receiving that message from your highest self. What do they need to let you know? About this cycle and how you're moving through it. When you're ready to release that breath, let it go. And allow that message and understanding from your higher self to come through. Even deeper as we shift our breathing. in through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice and slow, nice and easy. Letting it go. What do you need to know about this cycle? And moving through it. What can you do this week to move through this cycle? That feels empowering. That feels authentic to you. All right, we're getting ready to move into our final breath hold for today. Take a nice deep breath in and let it go. Once again, let this one go. This next one, biggest breath you've taken so far today. Letting it all go. And becoming empty. Feeling into the stillness. Now. When you're ready to take in that next breath in, breathe in gratitude. Feeling that gratitude flowing through you. What are you grateful for about this cycle? As we come to an end of our breath work today, I invite you to look at that week ahead and to see yourself moving through this week in a way that feels beautiful and empowering to you. What does that look like? What does it feel like? My friend, it has been my honor and pleasure, as it is every single week, to do these sessions with you. I invite you to sit in this space as long as you feel guided to bring this energy into your week, into your day, into the cycle, and come back whenever you are in need of moving through. My friend, have a blessed, blessed day.